Well, I certainly had some expectations for this episode, and while they were met, how was very unexpected. So we'll get to that here in a sec. Stay to the end of the video, and I've got a little bit of an announcement to make, but let's just jump right in. So we see everyone in the dungeon, and it really doesn't take very long for Mr. Song and Juhi to be impressed with Jinwoo, basically just surviving without taking any damage early on. And we come up to 3 paths in the cave, and they split up into 3 different groups. Jinwoo, wanting to level up, uses his perception and sees that the boss is on the left. So he takes Juhi and Mr. Song with him and they take the left path. And as he does, the supervisor guy gives him a weird look. Then we cut to the middle path and we see Song Shik. And we're getting some of that regret I was looking forward to. Unfortunately, he's just telling the other guy that he's going to apologize formally, and he hasn't actually done anything yet. But you can tell it's eating at him, so that's good to see. And then the scene from last week gets explained, and it was not what I was expecting. It's not the criminals that are the threat, it's the supervisor. And he's dark. He kills these guys really easily, and he has his cover story ready from the get-go. And then when Song Shik and the other guys stumble upon him, he tortures them. And those screams reach Jinwoo, Mr. Song, and Juhi. They arrive on the scene, and we do get Song Shik's dying words as an apology to Jinwoo. And that was powerful. Specifically the part where Jinwoo says, "You can't die because I need to keep blaming you." That was just a really well done scene, and really showed the mindset he had towards Song Shik and how he hadn't let it go either. Kong rushes in trying to kill Juhi because she's the healer, but Jinwoo reacts, of course. And once again, we see Mr. Song proving himself to be such an admirable man. He says he needs to be the one to fight Kong because he has to protect Jinwoo and Juhi. And Juhi actually lends him some power, which kind of upgrades him up a little bit. And as that fight's going, he plays possum really well. He has an interesting strategy that's very risky, but, would have paid off on most hunters. Unfortunately, Kong is one of the best B-rank hunters out there, and he's a stealth type, which makes him really hard to kill. So Mr. Song's strategy didn't pan out, but finally we get to see Jinwoo take center stage. I've been waiting all episode for Juhi and Mr. Song to see him in action, and it lives up to the hype. Remember, Kong is a high-end B rank with crazy stealth and speed, but he has no idea what he's in for. As the fight goes on, you see that Jinwoo is just so tough to handle for a regular human. He has the healing abilities. He's got the dagger, which can do poison. He's so fast himself. He's extremely powerful himself. There's just so many different ways he can beat you while also healing or defending himself that this guy just has no chance. And Kong, he's tough and a legitimate psycho. He's all about killing, and he likes the thrill of it. He likes torturing. It's pretty messed up. Which, speaking of messed up, I really like how the system sent an emergency kill request. It's so over for Kong. He has no chance, and I just love the badass shots of Jinwoo right now. And he has his own bloodlust. Now, thankfully, Mr. Song comes up with a reasonable explanation when Kong's like, "Hey, I can tell you've killed people too." But this is taking a dark turn. Jinwoo admits he's losing himself as he grows stronger. And, gaze into the abyss, it gazes back. That's not a good sign. Anyway, Jinwoo effortlessly kills Kong without feeling any remorse whatsoever. And it was really nice to hear Juhi and Mr. Song thank him again. And it's so funny that he just dips to go kill the boss, and they're like, "Yeah, you do that, we'll leave." It's just a really funny moment there at the end. And then Juhi finally gets her date. She has the stone from episode 1, which was really cool and much needed. This needed to happen, so I'm looking forward to seeing that in episode 10. I don't really know what else is going to happen. It'll probably be another slower setup episode, but I'm really looking forward to it. But for now, just because YouTube isn't going to push these videos anymore, we might as well have fun with it. So shout out to K9G Ghost, the Edit King. Really appreciate all the comments, likes, and support you've given me so far. And yeah, leave a comment below and you may get a shout out next week.